Hello everybody and welcome to Play Great Games. I was recently notified of a new game coming soon that looks very similar to Borderlands, Space Punks, and taking one glance at the art style of the game, I understand why. But is this game similar to Borderlands in more than the art style? First up, these two games are not made by the same people, it's just a theory. As for the visuals, they clearly look a lot like the Borderlands games, or even the Batman Telltale series, where you have these 3D models of people walking around, but it looks so much like a comic. It's cool. The enemies and maps look like something from Borderlands, where you have these not in good condition main characters and enemies that are mutated messes. In our first look at the game, we're introduced to a couple of characters. The handsome one, the crazy one, the smart one, and the scary one. Character design is great, they each have their own abilities that create different playstyles. It's very nice and their abilities are very visual. In this trailer, we get a bit of dialogue that mentions something about looting. The way they're putting this, it sounds like it's a story or backstory to the game. Similar to other big FPSs or just online multiplayer focused games, they bring in a story to set the scene, but because the game isn't about story, they kinda leave the story right at the apex or climax of the story. I'll use Overwatch and the Cycle as an example. In Overwatch, robots became smart and a bunch of heroes had to fight them. Then the heroes disappeared, and years later they're coming back, and you play the game. In the Cycle, humans were pushed off the planet by alien-like creatures and gases, I think. Look, it's been a while. And now the greatest hunters in the galaxy make sport of going down to Earth and fighting these creatures and other hunters for resources. And then you play the game. Because the game isn't about story in the same way Red Dead Redemption 2 is, they build a simple story and leave it open at the point where the game takes place. So maybe Space Punks will be different, but it looks like it's going to be the same way the other games I mentioned and more went. It's not a bad thing, it just leads us to what kind of game this is going to be. I mean, it also says it's going to be a co-op game and not a role-playing game or a story, so yeah. It's probably not going to be like Borderlands for the story part. So what to expect from this game? A lot of action, hordes of enemies, and explosions, as one of the 4 characters in the game is literally called Crazy One. And an awesome art style for a game. So will this game be a Borderlands 4? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. It's made by completely different companies, and the idea of it is a lot different, so it just looks the same, and it looks like an interesting game. But still, I'll leave that one up to you. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it was a quick one, but I got some stuff coming up. As for a couple of channel updates, I'm going to be changing the schedule a bit. I'm still sticking with the Sunday thing, but whenever a new game comes out or a new Paladins champion is teased or a new update for like Overwatch or something, I'll make a video on it and post it the day I make it. I'll also give you a little bit of a sneak peek into some other videos I'm making. 5 of the most underrated free games. Ray, the most OP champion in Paladins. Just some videos to look out for. I think the Ray video will be dropping next week, so be on the lookout for that one. I'll be breaking down what she means for the future of Paladins and also how she is the most overpowered character in Paladins. So, I hope you're ready for some of those, and I hope you have an astonishing day. And remember, life is short. Play great games.